everyone, and welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be doing a centerpiece tray that is beautiful on tablescapes. The colors I'm going to be using are Emerald Teal from LeRez Expressions, Aqua Gold, and Aqua Ocean. So I'm going to struggle here trying to get my Emerald Teal opened, but I'll get it eventually. These colors are super rich, just gorgeous, lots of depth to them. They came from Laura's Art Corner, if you're interested in purchasing these. She is the American distributor for LeRez products. You can see I have 5 cups with about anywhere from an ounce, probably about an ounce of resin in them. I have reserved about another ounce of clear resin in the event that I need that. Now you want to thoroughly mix your pigment pastes when you first open them. They can sometimes appear to be dry, and that could be based on temperature. And so just take your heat gun and heat it up for a bit and then stir it, and it will work perfectly. You see that more in the cold winter months, but it's just how the binders of the paste respond to temperature. Okay, so that is my Emerald Teal color. Make sure that you mix completely and thoroughly in your resin. Next is this Aqua Gold. This has kind of a soft blue with just an undertone of gold. And you can see how much I have on my stick. You're really not using a lot of this. If you're still seeing clear resin in your mixture, or it's not opaque enough for you, then add more, but you don't want to add too much to your resin. I'm trying so hard to get this in frame, but you can see what a great job I'm doing. I'll get it one day, I'm sure. All right, and this is just the Aqua Ocean. All 3 of these are just stunning. All right, so this is Iridron Pale Gold. It is a powder pigment. When you open it up, there's lots of sparkle, but it doesn't leave a sparkle inside of your mixture, but it is a very rich gold and quite beautiful. It's my all-time favorite gold. And this is Antique Lace. It comes from the Color Joy collection at Dryer Days ArtStudio. This is one of my all-time favorite color pigments. It is absolutely stunning. It's kind of a white ivory-ish gold. Just beautiful. Goes with anything, really. And the Iridron Pale Gold came from Laura's Art Corner. Just a little tip, it's always easier to put the pigment in first when it's a powdered pigment, rather than, you can see what happened there, rather than the resin in first, because the pigment likes to sit on top of the resin until you mix it in, and you could see that it just kind of went airborne all over my hand. So I didn't follow my own protocol, but always better to put the dry pigments in first. My only plan with this piece is not to really have a plan. I just want to pour these in and let the pigments do what they do. If I haven't mentioned earlier, I am using Total Boat resin today. I've just got my pigments and resin in these little 2-ounce bathroom cups where you can make somewhat of a spout to control where your colors go a little bit more. The antique lace has kind of an off-white appearance here, and it's really a very, very pale gold. Eurodrone Gold is a very rich colored gold, and it has a tendency when heated up to float to the top of your creation. You need to be very careful when using it. It can take over, so a little bit goes a long ways. It's a beautiful gold. It's one of my favorite pigments too. So my pigments are beginning to thicken here, and I just want to go ahead and take my heat source and begin to move the pigment slightly so that my gold will disperse over the top, so I can see what other pigments I need to lay down. This is somewhat of a layering process. And at this point, I'm really happy with the way it looks, but since I do have all of this leftover color, I'm going to go ahead and use it up. This tray is about 20 to 24 inches. It took me a total of 5 ounces of resin to do this much. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you would consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like and leave a comment. I do enjoy my conversations with you. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. When using resin, please make sure you're using the manufacturer's suggestions for safety precautions in using it. You just want to be careful with your heat source, as your resin can scorch. Here now I'm just going to be adding some teal glitter and some, I can't remember the name of the little glass balls, but I'm mixing it together and just adding it to my tray at this point. My resin has thickened up quite a bit, and so I can comfortably lay down my glitter knowing that it's not going to shift and move in places where I don't want it to. And here's a look, or a close-up look rather. Look how beautiful that gold lays on the top. And it blends so beautifully. There's so much depth in this. And later off camera, I will be adding a flood coat and some gems to it. And I'll show you some pictures of that. Here's the pictures of it without the final coat and gems. And here is the top coat with my beautiful jasper. It's jasper, and there is some blown glass bits and some of the glass balls from LeRez Art Corner. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.